What's up, y'all? This Relly all back with another video. Yes, son. Today, we gotta talk about why Jarrett Allen can and will be an NBA All-Star. But before we get into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, share it to somebody who ain't subscribed, because with y'all, I know I can get there. And when y'all are done with that, I need you to hover over to that like button and smash that too, so you can tell the YouTube algorithm to share this video with the world. But with all that being said, though, we gotta talk about Jarrett Allen and why he can and will be an NBA All-Star. And hopefully, he might be an NBA All-Star when it's in Cleveland. Who knew a player that was already elite defensively could be even more elite defensively, man? Jarrett Allen defensively, anybody that's watched him knows he's been hooping defensively. Anybody who hasn't watched him, I will tell you this right now. If you go in the paint and Jarrett Allen is there, it's going the other way. You get what I'm saying? Yes, every player might be on the highlight reel where you get dunked on, whatever. Obviously, it's going to be easy to find that, right? But take it from somebody who actually watched the games, right? Even if it's a recap or whatever, Jarrett Allen on the defensive side is crazy. He is a monster, right? Not a lot of players is getting easy basket with Jarrett Allen, right? And God forbid if Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley is inside, right? But on the subject of Jarrett Allen has improved, right? This season, he set the tone inside and outside, right? Because when Jarrett Allen switches out there, he's contested a lot of jump shots. He's contested a lot of jumpers from elite level shooters, and they've had it very, very difficult to shoot the ball because he's a 7-footer with that type of length and that IQ that's only getting better, right? And of course, we can talk about his rebounds. Of course, we can talk about this. But Jarrett Allen defensively, to be honest, is on par with Rudy Gobert, right? If we consider Rudy Gobert an elite level defender, I think Jarrett Allen is right there with Rudy Gobert. And honestly, in 1 or 2 more seasons, I feel like he's going to be better than Rudy Gobert because he can actually play on the perimeter. I know historically centers typically have the highest field goal percentage, right? But Jarrett Allen is shooting 71% field goal percentage, right? He is shooting 10%, almost 10% more than last season. He has been hooping, right, with more touches, right, which means Jarrett Allen is efficient. When he gets the ball down low, it's not many players that's stopping him from getting it easy too, right? He's fundamental. He's a traditional center, right? Yes, he's trying to shoot some threes, but he's not shooting threes to a point where you're like, oh my God, getting the paint. He's not doing that. Jarrett Allen offensively has gotten better, right? And I know some people might say he's only averaging 17, but when you look at how he's getting to 17 and how impactful that 17 is, right, for the Cavs, right, you understand how valuable he is, right? Because the Cavs is exciting, right? People really see the competitiveness in the Cavs, right? A lot of people who has never watched a Cavs game, who's not Cavs fans, are interested in watching the Cavs on the defensive end because Jarrett Allen is the one anchoring that defense, because he's anchoring and helping that offense in the pick and roll, right? He's showing what he can do not only defensively but offensively. And honestly, this is one of those things I think which was going to make him better than Rudy Gobert, and I know that might be tough for a lot of people to hear, but honestly, I think literally it might even be this season where he might end up being better than Rudy Gobert, because if he can kind of, get more post moves offensively, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't be better than Rudy Gobert, who doesn't necessarily have an offensive game. You almost have to spoon feed Rudy Gobert in order to get a basket. I think Jarrett Allen is a lot more he can more so create his bucket, right? He can do better at it, but I think he does a better job making offense than Rudy Gobert, hands down. And of course, everybody should know the All-Star game is in Cleveland, right? Which helps Jarrett Allen case, right? Because typically, players on a team like Cleveland wouldn't necessarily have the narrative alongside them, the fan base, because it's not home court advantage. But in this case, it's in Cleveland. This is his fan base. And Cleveland recognized he should be an all-star this season, right? He should be, right? He has been doing what he has to do as a big man, what he needs to do as a player. And we're winning games, right? We're competitive. We're not a scrub-a-dub team. We're not that, right? Even if something drastic happens that might differ our record, look at how we've been playing without Colin Sexton. People thought once we lost Colin, it was over, right? And understandably, but Look at how our team is This is the best we've seen our team in a while since Bron. And that is I'm not juicing it. I'm not juicing it. We're seeing it for our own eyes that Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Kevin Love, Ricky Rubio has been hooping. Jetty I has been hooping, and they deserve their credit. And I feel like the only way you can do that is by putting Jarrett Allen in the NBA All-Star game.
That's Atlantis with that money.